All right, so today we're diving into something pretty cool, Ondo Finance.
Yeah.
They're kind of like bridging this gap between like traditional finance,
Right.
like Wall Street and all that, and the wild world of DeFi.
Exactly. Yeah, DeFi can be pretty intimidating for a lot of people.
Totally. And that's why we're focusing this deep dive on beginners in crypto.
Yeah, perfect timing too, because, we're seeing a lot more interest in tokenized real-world assets now.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Ondo Finance, they're right in the thick of it.
Big time, yeah.
So maybe let's back up a sec for anyone who's like, wait, what is Ondo Finance?
Okay, sure. So think of it like this.
Yeah.
You have something valuable, right? Like a rare baseball card.
Gotcha.
Ondo basically turns that card into a digital token, something you can trade online.
Oh, okay. So they do that with like real world assets, not just baseball cards.
Exactly. Things like bonds, real estate, even investment funds.
Wait, really? Like funds managed by big companies?
Oh, yeah. They even have a product backed by BlackRock. It's called OUSG.
BlackRock. That's like a huge name in finance.
Huge. One of the biggest asset managers in the world. So you can see how serious this is, right?
Totally. It's not just some small experimental thing.
Nope. This is institutional grade stuff all happening in a regulated environment.
Okay, so that brings like a lot of security and trust to the table.
For sure. That's super important, especially if you're new to crypto.
Makes sense. Now, I keep hearing about this token, Ondo.
Right.
What's the deal with that?
So Ondo, it's the governance token for Ondo Finance.
Governance.
Yeah, basically it lets you have a say in how the platform runs, like voting rights.
Okay, so it's like being part owner, kind of.
Kinda. Think of it like settings in a video game. Ondo holders get to vote on those settings.
Ooh, I like that analogy. Makes it much easier to understand.
Yeah, and there's a fixed supply of Ondo, 10 billion tokens max.
Wow, 10 billion.
But they started with just 1.4 billion unlock, so there's a roadmap for how the rest gets released.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, here's the big question. If I get some of this Ondo, where do I even keep it safe?
Ah, good question. So you've got a few options.
Okay.
For beginners, Clever Wallet is super user-friendly. You can buy, send, receive, even swap tokens all in one app.
Nice. So it's like an all-in-one solution.
Yep. And they have this extra security feature called Clever Safe.
Clever safe. That sounds pretty serious.
It is. But if you're more tech-savvy, My Ether Wallet, MUW, is a good choice.
I've heard of that one. It's open source, right?
You got it. Very secure. And of course, you can always store Ondo directly on an exchange like KuCoin if you're actively trading.
Right. Makes sense for convenience, but maybe not the most secure long-term.
Exactly. There's always a trade-off. You could also explore non-custodial wallets like a MetaMask.
Yeah, those are the ones where you're basically your own bank.
Precisely. You control your own keys, your own crypto, more responsibility, but maximum security.
Okay, that makes sense. So how do I actually get my hands on some Ondo?
All right, let's break it down step by step.
Yeah, lay it on me.
So you'll need to choose an exchange. Coinbase and Kraken are both good for beginners.
Okay, those names sound familiar.
They're super user-friendly, very straightforward process.
Awesome. And then,
First things first, create an account. Choose a strong password.
yeah, security is key. Can't stress that enough.
Exactly. Then you'll need to verify your identity. It's just like opening a bank account. Standard procedure.
Makes sense. Got to make sure everything's legit.
Yep. Once you're verified, you can link your bank account or credit card,
Easy peasy.
and then boom, you're ready to buy some Ondo.
Sweet. That doesn't sound too complicated.
See? Not so scary, right? Taking it step by step makes all the difference.
Totally. So to recap, Ondo Finance is all about connecting traditional finance to DeFi,
Right.
making it easier to invest in tokenized real-world assets, even if you're brand new to crypto.
Exactly. And they offer a secure, regulated platform. Plus, with the Ondo token, you can actually have a voice in how things are run.
That's pretty cool. It's like taking control of your investments, but in a whole new way.
Exactly. The crypto world is constantly evolving, but don't let that intimidate you. Just take it one step at a time.
Great advice. And on that note, here's a little food for thought for our listeners.
Heavy.
Now that you understand the basics, how do you think tokenized real-world assets will change the future of finance?
Ooh, that's a great question to ponder. It's going to be fascinating to watch how this all unfolds.
Absolutely. And that's a wrap for our deep dive into Ondo Finance. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Always a pleasure. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious about the world of crypto.
Cheers to that.